Hey everyone, welcome back to another Talon Tea video. Today I'm bringing you another Spring 2025 raw pour from Bitterleaf Tea. This one's called Rock Solid. So going over to the website and pricing, I'm going to go into the description, so feel free to skip ahead if you just want to see the tea. So starting out, we're looking at 21 gram sample, 3 Dragon Balls, 7 to 8 grams for $7. We're looking at a cake like I have here. It's 200 gram cake, $59. Or you can get 1 kilo, so that's a tea, 5 200 gram cakes wrapped in bamboo for $265. So this tea goes for 30 cents a gram. Outstanding and outperforming, this tea checks all the boxes. High fragrance, lingering sweetness, excellent mouthfeel, noticeable body feeling and energy, and a price that is easily half of what similar performing teas can be. If you were to drink this tea blind, it would be hard to believe it's barely even cracks the mid-range of pu'er pricing. Hailing from Bangdong, just around the corner from the farm village of Shigui, this big tree material comes from a rocky terrain, which lends its dynamic qualities and sought-after yanyun, which yanyun I believe is, what is that, the minerality, I want to say? Or maybe that's the pleasant bitterness. I don't remember. I don't remember. Oh, it says right there, translates to a mineral sweetness. Okay. Mineral sweetness. Full feeling in the mouth and layered aroma that progresses nicely with each brew. This is absolute tea worth doubling up on, as one cake might be gone quicker than you expect. 30 cents a gram. Region of Bangdong, Linkang Prefecture. Picking period April 8th through the 13th, 2025. So let me just open the bag and we'll just get a quick dry leaf smell straight out of the bag. Smells nice. Smells like a raw pu'er. Nothing crazy going on. A bit of vegetal. Definitely smells quite fresh. Do get some minerality smell in there. Not really getting any floral notes or sweet notes or fruit notes. Definitely vegetal and minerality. Packaging, the label at least, is pretty cool. You got like an old couple sitting on the mountain drinking some tea. I've never doubled up on any of these yet, other than the Year of the Snake one. I made a mistake last year of not doubling up soon enough on Year of the Dragon, and it actually sold out rather quickly. So this year, I doubled up right away on Year of the Snake, at least. Quite a deep divot on this cake. It's actually pretty interesting. Looks nice, though. Alright, I'm going to break off about 8 grams of this, and we will get into that wash. Alright, I got 8 grams off the cake. Looks pretty good. It's surprisingly really dark. And we will get that in there and we will get the wash going. That wash will be just under boiling as I've done the last couple. Actually, just kidding. It's just at boiling. So 212 Fahrenheit. And we will do this just as quick as we can. There were a couple long kind of stems in there, I noticed. Pretty large leaves, if I recall correctly. They did say this was big leaf material. Pour up that liquid, and then we'll give a wet leaf smell profile on there. Liquid's already looking nice and dark, but the leaves also look dark, so makes sense. Not looking muddy, good amount of specks in there, but overall looks good. Nice deep orange already. Let me smell this, tell you how it smells. Smells nice. Definitely smells like a fresh raw pu'er. Definitely quite vegetal. Good amount of there's kind of a citrusiness going on in there, and a little bit of a sweetness peeking through. Bit of minerality poking through, or what I would associate with minerality. Kind of like a astringent note to it almost. Definitely quite a strong smell for sure. And now we'll go in with the first steep. It's cooled off a bit in this last like minute or so. I've been talking about it, but it's still just under boiling. It's 208 Fahrenheit. And we'll let that go for, I don't know, about 10 seconds or so. Probably closer to 15 seconds, frankly. It'll be all right. All right, that liquid is looking great. Nice deep golden orange look to it. Very clear. Once I cleared out that wash, the specs definitely lessened. There's still a bit in there, but it's not too bad. Not muddy. It smells nice. Actually, let me smell these leaves again. It smells nice. It almost reminds me of some Morocco oolongs I've had. I think that minerality and the little bit of citrusy notes in there really have a similar vibe to some Morocco oolongs, as well as I think maybe the growing location as well. This was grown in mountains, like in a rocky area, so maybe it's in a rocky terrain or whatever they say. Maybe it has some similar qualities. You know what I mean? All right, I'm gonna taste that first steep. Looking real nice. That is real nice. Might need to do another steep on this one to get some more flavor out of it. So far, though, real good amount of minerality. To the point it's almost mouthwatering. In fact, it is. Definitely a nice vegetal, just strong vegetal overtone to it currently. I suspect that's just a first steep kind of thing, and that'll wear off. And there's a lot more sweetness than I expected, especially from the smell. It's a lot more balanced between the mineral and the sweetness, and then it's quite a full body as well. I think what I'm gonna do is a second steep at 10 or 15 seconds and see what more flavors we get. I have a feeling the difference between the first steep and the second steep will be quite drastic. These leaves look really pretty. Nice red stems in there, the dark green leaves. Looks real nice. Definitely looks like a your typical pu'er for sure. Looks like a raw pu'er. That is some bright orange tea right there. Looks really pretty. Nice golden orange. Alright, I'm going to try that second steep now. It's quite nice. It's definitely got that sweetness at the end. It's got a good amount of body to the liquid. It is mouth-watering at first and then progressively drying. It's got a very good amount of minerality and smells fantastic. It's very strong smelling. Yeah, I think that's all I got on it though, but it is nice. I do enjoy it quite a bit. It's very, very drinkable. You just keep wanting to go back. Yeah, I would definitely recommend giving this one a try. I might even get another cake of it. I am curious as to how it'll age. There's almost no bitterness or astringency. Frankly, it's very easy to drink, very round, very nice body to it. Right, it's mouth coating. Yeah, I like it a lot. But yeah, leave a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe for more tea content, and leave a comment. Let me know what you think about the tea. All right, thanks for watching. I'll see ya.